Tagged as Disney, Family, Movies, Photo by Disney, courtesy Everett Collection. Ever since Disney's $200 million psychedelic experiment Alice in Wonderland yielded a $1 billion return, the studio has been on the live-action remake train, adapting their classic cartoons for new generations to come. We've seen critical hits, Cinderella, box office bonanzas, The Jungle Book, and even a dud or two according to the Tomatometer, Dumbo. For the completionists sake, we're also including sequels like 102 Dalmatians in this list, as well as movies whose stories haven't necessarily been told before, but which repurpose old animated characters, like Christopher Robin. We're also including a few remakes from the 1990s which predate the current pylon. In 2019 alone, there were 5 releases: Dumbo, Aladdin, The Lion King, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and Lady and the Tramp. Cruella did well enough as the first major release to have a premiere during the pandemic era, and you've got to roll out the red carpet for the Dalmatians villain. Though additional entries to this series, 2022's Pinocchio and 2023's Peter Pan and Wendy, have found varying degrees of success. The latest is The Little Mermaid, with Snow White set for 2024, along with a Mufasa-centric addition to Lion King. Now we're taking a look back on every Disney live-action remake ranked by Tomatometer. Alex Vo number 1 adjusted score. 112,792% critics consensus. As lovely to behold as it is engrossing to watch, The Jungle Book is the rare remake that actually improves upon its predecessors, all while setting a new standard for CGI. Synopsis. Raised by a family of wolves since birth, Mowgli, Neil Sadie, must leave the only home he's ever known when. More, number 2 adjusted score. 101,814% critics consensus. Pete's Dragon continues Disney's current live-action winning streak with an update that gives the original a visual overhaul without. Synopsis. Mr. Meacham, Robert Redford, a woodcarver, delights local children with stories of a mysterious dragon that lives deep in the. More, number 3 adjusted score. 92,747% critics consensus. Refreshingly traditional in a revisionist era, Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella proves Disney hasn't lost any of its. Synopsis. After her father unexpectedly dies, young Ella, Lily James, finds herself at the mercy of her cruel stepmother, Kate Blanchett. More, number 4 adjusted score. 81,459% critics consensus. Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book may not hew as closely to the book as its title suggests, but it still offers. Synopsis. When his father is killed by a jungle tiger, Mowgli, Jason Scott Lee, is orphaned and grows up in the. More, number 5 adjusted score. 94,699% critics consensus. Cruella can't quite answer the question of why its title character needed an origin story, but this dazzling visual feast is awfully fun. Synopsis. Academy Award, winner Emma Stone, La La Land, stars in Disney's Cruella, an all-new live-action feature film about the. More, number 6 adjusted score. 92,974% critics consensus. It could have told its classic story with greater depth, but the live-action Mulan is a visual marvel that serves. Synopsis. To save her ailing father from serving in the Imperial Army, a fearless young woman disguises herself as a man. More, number 7 adjusted score. 85,564% critics consensus. Christopher Robin may not equal A. A. Milne stories, or their animated Disney adaptations, but it should prove sweet enough. Synopsis. Christopher Robin, now a family man living in London, receives a surprise visit from his old childhood pal. More, number 8 adjusted score. 97,857% critics' consensus. With an enchanting cast, beautifully crafted songs, and a painterly eye for detail, Beauty and the Beast offers a faithful why. Synopsis. Belle, Emma Watson, a bright, beautiful and independent young woman, is taken prisoner by a beast, Dan Stevens, in its More, No. 9 adjusted score, 80,599% critics' consensus. With Halle Bailey making a major splash in the title role, Disney's live-action Little Mermaid ranks among the studio's. Synopsis. The youngest of King Triton's daughters, and the most defiant, Ariel longs to find out more about the world beyond. More, No. 10 adjusted score, 69,899% critics' consensus. Peter Pan Wendy's obligatory fidelity to the animated classic keeps it from achieving Neverland nirvana, but David Lowery's synopsis. Based on J. M. Barrie's novel, Peter and Wendy, and inspired by the 1953 animated classic, Peter Pan Wendy. More, No. 11 adjusted score, 69,762% critics' consensus. Lady and the Tramp's cute dogs and likable cast work well enough, but the live-action update lacks some of the magic that made Th. Synopsis. In this heartwarming romantic adventure, a timeless retelling of the 1955 animated classic, Lady, an overachieving, pampered American Cocker Spaniel. More, No. 12 adjusted score, 79,142% critics' consensus. Aladdin retells its classic source material story with sufficient spectacle and skill. Synopsis. Aladdin is a lovable street urchin who meets Princess Jasmine, the beautiful daughter of the Sultan of Agrabah. While visiting. More, No. 13 adjusted score, 64,983% critics' consensus. Angelina Jolie's magnetic performance outshines Maleficent's dazzling special effects. Unfortunately, the movie around them fails to justify all that impressive effort. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe.